Okay, fifth graders, we're going to do a part 2 for chapter 9, section 3. I wanted you guys to get some more practice in before we went to the next section. So I'm going to do some more of these problems, and then I'm going to assign several that I want you guys to do. And I don't think it'll be too difficult for you, because there's a pattern, if you didn't watch the previous video, that's really obvious. And I want to emphasize here again that when you multiply a whole number by, or not multiply, if you divide a whole number by a fraction, what I'm doing here only works, and I'll say that again, it only works if the fraction has a numerator of 1. And all the ones that we're doing have a numerator of 1. So it makes it really pretty easy to do. So let's look at the first one here. And I worked with those that were in class, what is today, Wednesday, on Tuesday, and I think they pretty well understood this, but I just wanted to make sure everybody does. So look at this here. We've got 4 divided by 1/4. So in this one here, you're going to look at the whole number and the denominator. What's 4 times 4? Well, that's 16. And so that would be the answer. 4 divided by 1/4 is 16. Now, another way to look at this, what they're asking is if there was 4, let's say 4 rectangles. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and here's 4. Okay. Now, if you were to look at these rectangles and you want to figure out how many of them would have 1/4 parts, you would just count up the 1/4 parts. So let's look at this first one here. So there's 4 quarters, and here's again 4 quarters, and here's 4 quarters, and here's 4 quarters. Notice each one of these rectangles have 4 parts. So here's 1 part, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. Another way to look at this would be this first part right here would be 1, that's 1/4. This one right here would be 2 quarters, or you could call it a half. This one right here would be what? 3 quarters. Okay. And this one right here would be what? 4 quarters. Well, what's 4 quarters? What's 4 over 4? 4 over 4 is 1. It's the same thing. So this is 1. How many 1/4 parts fit in that? Well, 4. So if 4 parts fit into 1, or 4 quarters fit into 1, then if there was 4, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. If there was 4 altogether, then it would be 16. All right, let's look at the next one here. And I'm showing you how to model some of these because I know some questions that they'll be asking sometimes. So 3 divided by 1/2. Well, what do we do here? What's the whole number? 3. What's the denominator? 2. What's 2 times 3? 6. All right, now if we were to model this, let's do three blocks. 1, or we could do circles. I mean, it doesn't matter. So I'm just trying to model this here for you guys. So here's 3 blocks, and they're being divided by 1/2. So we need to cut each one of these in half. So now they're all cut in half. How many halves do you see here? How many halves are there? Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, here's 6. Look at that. It matches. It's 6. All right. Let's do the next one here. How about, let's see here. What was I using? I was using green. So 5, that's the whole number, being divided by 1/2. So what's 5 times 5 times 2. That's 10. Okay. Let's see here. Let's look at the next one. How about 6 divided by 1/3? Okay. So 6 times 3. What's that equal? 18. So in 6 circles or 6 rectangles or 6 pizzas or 6 blocks of, I don't know, ice cream, if you were to divide them into thirds, there'd be 18 different parts. All right. What's the last one here? So what do we do here? 7 times 5. What's that equal? 35. Okay. So hopefully you guys see how to do these, and if you're asked to model them, you should be able to model them. How about let's just do one more model here. How about let's see here. So we have 5 divided by 1/2. So let's say there's 5 pizzas. 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. There's 5 pizzas, and we need to divide that by half. Each pizza we divide in half. So there's a half, there's a half, there's a half, there's a half, there's a half. All right. So how many halves do we have? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that. It matches. 5 times 2 is 10. Okay. Okay, so here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to do these 8 problems here. I don't think it'll take you very long. And I want you to model, maybe I should throw in a couple more and have you model them. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And you're thinking, no, Mr. Glazier, don't add any more. Okay, no, sorry. We're going to add 2 more problems here. 9 and then 10. So 9, how about 4 divided by 1/3? Okay. And then how about 3 divided by, how about 3 divided by 1/2? Okay. So these 2 right here, I want you to model. This one right here, model it like I did with some of the problems up above. Okay. So model it and solve it. You got to solve all these. But I want you to model 9 and 10. And we'll check your work on Thursday. Okay, that's it. Let me see here. Yep, I think I'm happy with that. All right. Talk to you guys later.